Welcome back to North Star Realize Academy, Mastering English Tenses series. In this video, we are still taking the present simple tense, but this is part 3, the interrogative form. Learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to form questions and answers using the present simple. The present simple interrogative form. We have two types of questions. First, yes-no questions with do-does. What is a yes-no question? A yes-no question is a question that can be answered with yes or no. Structure. A sentence is in the yes-no or using yes-no question should start with do or does plus a subject and then the base verb. For example, do you play tennis? Do you play tennis? Again, we start with do. Do matches you. So, do you play tennis? The short answer, yes, I do, or no, I don't. However, we have to maintain again the subject-verb agreement. Don't forget that we use do when the subject is I, you, we, they, or a plural noun. And we use does when the subject is he, she, it, or what we call them third person singular or a singular noun. For example, I like coffee. I like coffee. So I is singular, but this is in the first person singular. So we don't use does, we use do. Do you like coffee? Do you like coffee? Short answer, yes I do. No, I do not, or no I don't. She likes pizza. She, that's singular, likes, it takes S in the primitive form. When you change it to the yes no question form, so we use does at the beginning because she is singular. So does she like, don't forget that we don't add s to like. Does she like pizza? Yes she does, or no she doesn't. Don't forget again that in the short answer we use the same helping verb as in the question itself. Exercise 1. Form yes no questions using do or does as helping verbs. 1. They play tennis on Sundays. 2. He works in a bank. 3. We like to read books in the evening. 4. The sun rises in the east. Take 1 or 2 minutes to write the questions, yes, no questions, and then check your answers. Now check your answers. First one, they play. Don't forget that they is plural, so use do only, not doesn't. They play tennis. So you add do at the beginning. Do they play tennis on Sundays? Don't forget to add the question mark. 2. He works in a bank. Don't forget that works takes S because he is singular subject. So we use does. Does he work? And don't forget again that we don't add S at the end of the verb work. Does he work in a bank? We read books in the evening. So again, we read. Read doesn't take S at the end. Why? Because we is plural. So again, we use do, not does. Do you read books in the evening? 4. The sun rises in the east. The sun is singular, so it takes yes, S. Again, we use does at the beginning. Does the sun rise in the east? Now, the present simple in interrogative form, WH word questions, or what we call information question. A WH word question is a question that begins with a WH word, such as who, what, where, when, why, which, whose, or how. It is used to ask for specific information, structure of a sentence. It starts with WH word, then we add do or does based on the subject, and after that we use the base form of the verb. Example, where do you live? Where do you live? I live in Riyadh, KSA. So where, we use it to ask for places, for example. And don't forget that we use do here as a helping verb. It matches you. Where do you live? I live in Riyadh. Exercise 2. Complete the following questions with a word, with the WH word, such as what, where, when, how, or who, and a helping verb, do or does, based on the underlying information. Let's see here. I wake up at 6 a.m. They underline at 6 a.m. So that shows time. Which of these WH word or words is used to ask about the time? Mr. Adam teaches me English. So Mr. Adam is a person. He goes to work by car. He studies English to help find a job. So he studies English to help find a job. Okay. Now we need to add a WH word at the beginning, and then we need to use do or does. And don't forget that it should match the subject. Take 2 minutes to answer the exercise and then check your answers. I think you did a good job. First one, 6 a.m. that shows time, so we use when. And do matches do as a helping verb. So when do you wake up? I wake up at 6 a.m. Who teaches you English? Mr. Adam, that's a person. To ask about persons or people in general, so we have to add WH verb, which is who, at the beginning. But here we don't need to use a helping verb. Third one, he goes to work by car. By car, that shows how. So how does he go to work? Does matches he, which is singular. How does he go to work? He goes to work by car. 4. Why does he study English? Why it is why? Because he studies English to help get a job. So to help get a job, that's cause. Why do you study English? To help get a job. So we use why, and don't forget that also we use the helping verb does that matches he. Why does he study English? That's all for today. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. The upcoming video is going to be about how to use the present simple. See you.